Would you say you were pretty good friends with other Apache owners and
Oh yeah.
some other
Yep.
guys?
Oh yeah.
What was that atmosphere like with Apache owners and fans? Was there almost like a camaraderie? Was it a rivalry in a way?
I mean, you could get a little bit of a spirited rivalry going or whatever, but for the most part, everybody was good friends. I didn't know everybody, you know, and most of the people I met at a marine management, Mark Adams shop, because Mark took care of a lot of Apaches.
Could you dive a little more into what really made the difference between owning an Apache versus any other performance boat that you've had?
I guess just the actual boat itself, the solid construction. They're known to be heavy, takes a lot of power to make them go. But, you know, if you've got 2 knee replacements, you want something solid underneath you that's going to ride good in the rough stuff. You know, the trend nowadays is to go lightweight, carbon fiber, and go fast, which is, you know, phenomenal. But if it gets rough, you know, you want something that's got some weight to it, that's underneath you, that'll smooth out the water.
What do you hope younger generations understand about Apache Powerboats, the history that you're a part of, and just overall offshore racing in general?
Just, I guess it would be respect for what everybody went through. You know, nowadays it's real easy to design a boat on a CAD system, whereas back in the day you would have carpenters that would build the actual plug. And these guys had to be very good craftsmen to get everything straight, and then, you know, build the plug, then build the mold, and then actually build the boat. And to make them come out like they did is phenomenal. Actually owning one, they're getting tougher and tougher. They seem to get left in places, but I would hope that the younger generation would do like I did and find one and be able to restore it, you know, to its former glory. My boat's 35 years old, and 35 years old, and I'd rather have it than a brand new one.
Do you think offshore racing could have a comeback?
It's tough to say. You gotta be able to promote it for sponsorship. And, you know, when the Apaches were built, they would run from Miami to Bimini and back, Miami to Freeport and back. I can only imagine what it was like crossing the Gulf Stream back then. And now everybody complains that it's, you know, just a small circle track type thing or whatever. But if you could get like a longer race on the coastline, I think it would be better. I think things are getting better with live streaming and stuff, that it could make a comeback. Because I watch them on YouTube, and there's a couple of people that actually live stream out of the helicopters, and it's getting better. So I'm optimistic that offshore racing will make a comeback. Now, whether it's I doubt it's going to be, you know, the big, long, heavy V-bottoms like the Apaches, you know, because everything's going lightweight nowadays. But yeah, I'd like to see it continue.
What would you say the Apache Powerboats brand means to you personally? How would you say you see the brand and how you value it?
It's like an old muscle car, collectible old muscle car that, you know, the old flat deck cigarettes, the Apaches. You know, that's the history, you know, of offshore. And I like preserving that. And would like to see it continue. But yeah, it's just, you know, you have a boat underneath you that's not going to fail.